Hello, Cancer Seeker. Welcome back to the Existential Shift. Happy to have you again or new, either or, welcome. So, May, we knew 2020 will be a roller coaster, but this has been one hell of a ride, huh? Five of Pentacles. One hell of a ride. So, not surprising, and you're not alone in this. A lot of you are feeling that you have lost so much of what you've worked so hard for. Like all the investment that was supposed to be sweet, beautiful fruit of labor. Because of the stagnation of society today, because of everything that is happening, it lost its timing, and now it's no longer beneficial as it could have been, as it should have been. The could, the should, and the would. Eight of Swords in the reverse, but it's a wake-up call in a way. You're kind of being freed from thinking that something that was good for you, from thinking that something is good for you. I'm sorry, let me rephrase it. You are being freed from a perception that something is good for you, that something is beneficial for you. This last period of time shown you that a lot of what you invest in isn't what you thought it could be. And the bubble kind of breaks. It's not pleasant, but seemingly is necessary to get you where you need to go. And where is this place you need to go? It's very simple, darling. Happiness, satisfaction, and ease, where you get results and abundance, not from super hard work, not from tons of sacrifice, not from overthinking, analyzing, planning. There's another way of being abundant and succeeding that is easier. Cancer, you're so used to sacrificing, right? You're used to sacrificing emotionally, but we already know everything is synced and intertwined. When you go into the loop of sacrificing emotionally, it by default also affects other aspects of your life, and you grow to believe that you ought to be sacrificing in everything for the sake of something else. What if the way to receive something isn't emptying yourself in order to make room for it, as much as it by filling yourself up as ways of recreating that frequency, that energy, and manifesting more of it, right? Growth that comes from growth, as opposed to growth that comes from loss. Because there are actually two laws of physics to our existence. Yes, there's the yin and the yang, the empty matter that holds the matter, and I talk about it a lot. The loss for the gain, the destruction for the creation, and so on. But there's another one. It's the law of manifestation, of mirroring. The more you have of something, the more you have of something. That includes the more you have of hard work, the more you have of hard work. Or the more you have of ease and success, the more you have of ease and success. There's a reason why there are such big inequalities in the world. It is a default result of this law of manifestation that we so enjoy talking about. I don't really enjoy talking about it because, to be honest, I don't really like it. I don't think it's fair. I think both systems are flawed. And I think part of this whole growing into a new existence, new earth, moving into 5D and so on, is going into living off different physical laws. Who said it has to be like that just because it has been like that forever? When we have systems in place, the tower fell. If we have, literally, if we have systems in place in our reality, we already know that they can be proven to not be working or to not be effective, thus needing to change or figuring out a different system. Why can't we think the same way in regards to the universal laws? To the energetic laws. I mean, we already know they're synced. So now, as a society, we're building new structures and new systems and moving away from the old and from the corrupt to something that is more beneficial and open and free. I say, same with spirituality and with energy. The way we went about doing things, aka manifestation, creation, and so on, I either have to completely lose to make room for things, or I have to really be super successful to be super successful, but it's like a catch-22. What if I'm really not successful and constantly failing, constantly losing, and constantly don't have money, and so on, and constantly having heartaches, and so on, and so on, and so on? It just creates more of it. Right? Opposites attracts, but also similar attracts. Welcome to the world of polarity. Ew. What needs to change in order for us to just have it easy and not so goddamn difficult? Something needs to fall. And I don't mean the normal, we need to get rid of this, the death card, right? We need to get rid of this to make room for this, which is still true when it comes to your life. Behavior, 3D, actions, and so on. I actually am referring to spiritual thinking. Don't try so hard to break out of trying so hard, because then you're only recreating the trying so hard aspect of your life. Stop trying. I'm not saying give up. Everybody now is shouting and commenting, she's telling me to give up. I will never give up. But chill. Take a chill pill. I don't mean like don't care. I mean don't fight. Don't resist. When you resist, you create resistance. Don't resist spiritually to whatever changes are happening. Whether it be good or bad. Something breaks down, just look at it and be like, I'm done fighting. I don't want to fight anymore. So how about I won't fight anymore? Let it be. I'm not referring to abusive relationships. Let him or her abuse you. I'm not referring to things like that. I'm referring to your life seeker, where you tend to keep trying to fix things that maybe don't want to be fixed. It's controlling, trying to fix something that doesn't want to be fixed. Hey, what if that vase does not want to be fixed? What if it's done? What if it's done being a vase? It wants to be a pile of formless shapes, glass or ceramics or whatever, and go out into the world through the trash truck and experience life. One piece wants to be on the ground, one piece wants to be in the trash, one piece wants to be recycled, one piece wants to get stuck in a corner of your house and not be found for 10 years. Okay. If everything is alive and has a will, let it. What am I actually trying to say? Whatever it is that is breaking down now, that is a disappointment, that doesn't work no matter how much you tried. Let's see, you tried, it didn't work. What does not working have in common? You kept trying. Stop trying. Let it come to you. Let the right thing come to you. Hey, it's the card, it's not me. That's what they're saying. I'm just a messenger. But it sucks. It doesn't feel fun. Well, Five of Pentacles, Eight of Swords in reverse, the Tower. It's such a strong wake-up call that liberates you from something that, you know, it was inevitable for it to break down. It's like it couldn't not. It was like so off from track. It was so off. And you, hardworking, determined, strong you, kept trying to make it work. What if you weren't determined, rather stubborn? What if you weren't strong, rather scared of change or of letting go? What if all the reasoning that you've given yourself to come to this point aren't behind, oh, you survived despite, but are actually, it failed because. I know, it's a hard one. Take a breath, Cancer. I'm not saying this to hurt you. I'm saying this because I love you and I want you to be happy. This system is not making you happy. And for whatever reason, you would not admit it until now. But now, you just can't avoid it. Okay, Morgane, but what now? What now? What now? What now, cards? Show my beautiful Cancer seekers what's now. Six of Cups. Romance, apparently. Okay. Sweet nostalgia. Oh, you know what else is coming up specifically from this card next to the Tower? Now we're going into love. Something you have or have had very deep feelings to that created a lot of emotions, but also a lot of pain. Because, you know, the water here, we see the sunset reflect at them, so they look red, but they kind of give me a bloody feeling. It's like blood water. It's like a painful emotion. Whereas instead of the emotion and the love be like flowing, lucid, clear water, it's thick, heavy blood. Analogy. And all the flowers that grow from there are so sad looking, and they're just dripping water to the cups, but it's not really full, and it's like I feel like they're looking at each other through the screening of the story they have as opposed to what they actually genuinely feel today. Their story is a story of love. Their story is a story of past and soul connection. But their actual reality of their interaction, bloody painful. And I feel like that might be the thing that is collapsing, Cancer. I don't know who this is for you, but the past is finally facing itself for what it is in the present, as opposed to constantly keep trying to present itself for what it was, for what it is, the past. The sun is setting. Something is over. Nine of Wands. in the reverse. This is how it is in the upright. It landed in the reverse, and then I turn it up so I can look at it to see what it is, and then I reverse it back. He's like holding everything on his shoulders. Super strong, but in the reverse, like done holding on, done trying to carry the load, whether it be something that has to do with a work or a relationship, a connection. One person feels like they've been carrying the entire load of this on their shoulders. And I think they're done. I think their back snaps. This could be you, right? No matter how much you did, no matter how much you tried, it keeps falling down, it keeps failing, and you're like, enough is enough. May signifies for you some sort of enough is enough when it comes to something that you've been really insisting on that was in a constant cycle of disappointment. And you're moving away from it finally. 8 of Cups. Maybe you've held on to this because you were like, oh, I've given so much to it, I've invested so much in it, and now I get to walk away. I mean, do you want to live? Do you want to be happy? Or do you want to stay in whatever this is? Okay, you already ordered the food in the restaurant. You already paid for it. Now the food is here, but it's disgusting. You don't like it. You're going to force eat it just because you already paid for it? The money's gone. Sorry. The investment is gone. The time is gone. The energy is gone. What, now give more to it? Lose more? But 8 of Cups, you're walking away. You're walking away from all of it. Not without, some sadness, naturally. Oh, strength, but look what's coming. Look where it's leading towards. He's like walking towards this new thing that looks so powerful and strong. It's the Strength card. It's so vibrant and so alive. But he still is looking back to this, right? This past thing that constantly kept dropping. That instead of fruits created rot. Ugh, sorry. It's amazing how difficult it is sometimes to let go. Well, Cancer, I'm sorry, it is your stereotype, and in this reading it seems to be proven true. I love you guys. Bringing some life force into your life. Stop dwelling in all of this. See this red sky in the background? I feel like it's a result of this blow up in the past. Like this character here with this line, they're like so far away from it. They see it, but they're not there to be burned by it. They're like moving on towards life, right? The wind is in her hair. Still vigor, still lively. And this character, you're so tired. Look, I'm not saying you're tired and done. I'm saying constantly looking back is making you 30 years older than you are. Look ahead to what you have in store. How much energy, how much potential, how much excitement, how much newfound strength. Get back to life. Find your inner beast. War. Seven of Swords. From Eight of Swords in the reverse to Seven of Swords. Okay, still improvement. You're like, okay, I'm moving on, I'm starting anew, but I still need to think and plan and figure it out. What you need is to go in and focus on your hara, the center, under the navel, where your life force is, where your passion for life is, Cancer. The more you think about it, the more air element you put on it, the more you shut it down. Knight of Cups, there you go. When you take your beautiful water, cardinal water, and turn it into creation and faith and healing as opposed to stagnation and drowning, magic can happen. Opportunities come in. Sweet people present themselves. Walking on the shore in the sunset. Right? Like in your dating app. I'm Cancer and I like long walks on the shore. Please don't think I'm making fun of you. It's actually sweet. It's optimistic, it's romantic. It's good. Yeah. Going into May, things start feeling much better. I feel your heavy heart right now as you're listening to me. I'm sorry if I'm triggering you. But you really deserve to be happy. Three of Wands in the reverse. That's how it is in the upright. It's like you're letting go of expectations that you had for things that just didn't fulfill themselves. There we go, an Ace of Wands. You're like dropping 3 wands that were just not really burning properly. If they were burning, then they were burning things down. And making room for a real passionate start. It's alive, it's creative, it's full of potential. So new passion is going to start in May. So you might be right now kind of emotionally releasing, leaving, letting go of something that has been around for a long time, has been heavy. And when you drop the analysis paralysis and the trying to fight for something, then something really great happens, and then we have Three of Pentacles, something where your work will actually benefit fruit. Three of Pentacles is very different than the Five of Pentacles. We start with the Five of Pentacles, putting a lot of effort into things that something that keeps failing, and here we finish up with putting your effort and your hard work on something that has very strong potential, that is real. Want to look at it? I want to also pull Animal Spirit. In the extended, links are below. I'm doing a special love spread for you and your person of interest, a double pentagram. We'll see who it will pick up, either someone from now or from the past or from the future, depending on what the cards feel you need to see. And we also finish up with runes. Yay! Messages from the runes. And thank you to my patrons, by the way, who joined my Patreon. It's very exciting for me. If you're not familiar, on Patreon you can find all my content for unlimited streaming, and it's a community that I'm building, and I would love to see you there if you want to. Okay? All the links are below. So this is great. This is really great, actually. I have 2 3s, 2 8s, actually 3 8s because the strength is an 8. You know, the Tower and Strength, that's a lot of energy. You're going to feel this month. You're going to feel May really strongly, but by the end of it, you'll be so satisfied with your decisions and change in attitude. And you'll finally start feeling like there's real progress and real growth. I don't want to ruin this. I'll go deeper into it when it comes to love in the extended. But let's do animal spirit now for you guys. Message from the animal spirit, please, for Cancer seekers, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or intuitively guided. Animal spirit messages. My beautiful Cancerian seekers. Gazelle! I love it. One more. And Cosmic Egg. Yeah, this is definitely an end of something. Something that is, you know, setting down like the sun. And it gazes at you as it leaves, or you gaze at it as it leaves. But it's the final end to it. Let's say it's something that had several cycles, beginning, ending, on and off, maybe if it's a relationship. It's something like cyclical, where it ended in the past but never actually ended. Cosmic Egg is the last card in the Animal Spirit deck. It's like the World card in Tarot. It's the final resolution to a situation or to a journey. In a very positive way, by the way. It's like lesson was learned. Energy was processed. Spirit grew. And one goodbye is always a new hello, right? But it seems like, most especially now as you're watching it, you're very focused on the sun setting and like looking at it until the very last second, very last minute, until the spark of its light is completely gone for this hemisphere anyway. And they go and rise somewhere else. And that's the nature of life. And I'm not trying to make you sad. Quite the opposite. It's a graduation. It's an emotional graduation. In the most mature, loving of ways. Badge earned. But you don't want to leave this situation when you're already not hopeful for a different future. You know, you want to leave it with still having a taste for life. That's why you might be experiencing a very dramatic situation, either with this person or at this workplace or whatever, to show you that enough, you can't keep holding on to it. Like, you know, you don't hear it in the whisper, you hear it in the shout kind of thing. Good job, Cancer. I'm very proud of you. I will see you in a second in the extended. Thank you for being here. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to join my channel. Regardless, press the bell button to receive notifications when new videos come up. And check out the description box. I'm on social media as The Existential Shift, on Instagram, on Twitter, watch your other placements, check out April's Taroscopes. And that's it. What else can I say? Oh, if you want to study tarot, check out Tarot Masterclass.